that your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. And truly, I can see that teaching is a gift that you have. And I also saw recently that you visited the state capitol.
I did.
So tell me a little bit about that experience.
Well, it's interesting because you learn when you're in policy that you don't talk too much about politics, as ironic as that sounds. And so you go in and the best workers, the people who get the most done, and I feel like I got a lot done that day, is reaching out to everyone. And I had the pleasure of meeting and sitting for a good time with Representative Glaze. She's wonderful. Representative Townsend, I didn't get to talk to. We had a meeting to talk, but his committee meeting went over. He's a former teacher, and I got to see him ask questions. And although he sits on the Republican side of the aisle, he asked wonderful questions. He said things that you could tell only a teacher would know to ask. And he actually called me back while I was shopping in Aldi. So you have people from both sides of the aisle. And if you really want to make things work and make change, I have learned, and you've probably seen in my Facebook posts, I've calmed down a bit as far as politics go, simply because you don't get anywhere fighting. I just learned that from the Capitol. I'm going to Washington, D.C. in April, and I have the opportunity to do the same thing and talk to all people. I think we just get more done that way. And I got a lot of help on my policy that I want to put through. Hopefully, Representative Glaze said she'd look at it and she's willing to adopt it.
Are you able to give any specifics about your policy?
Sure. It has to do with teacher burnout. I want new teachers, since we lose most teachers before 5 years, in the first 5 years of teaching. I want to make it so that induction teachers, years 0 through 3, will not have to have any extra duties like lunch duty, bus duty, door duty, whatever duties teachers have, hallway monitoring duty for those first 3 years, so they could focus solely on understanding how the systems of education function, learn about what an RTI is, MTSS, just intensive professional learning, so that they can, participate on their school teams and come in knowledgeable with an understanding and feel like they're a part of things. And I think if we're going to put that on there, we have a new literacy program coming through. Especially these primary and elementary teachers are going to be so overwhelmed. It's an entirely new literacy program coming down from the state, and they have to all be trained. That's another added responsibility. So I think it's the perfect time to take those extra duties off. And I think our teachers who are experienced will be glad to pick that up for them, while they just take a couple of years to get in the profession. It only helps us as seasoned educators to have good young educators come through. So I'm very excited. It's very simple. It doesn't cost anything. So I'm excited. I think it's something, especially aligned with everything we've been doing the last couple of years. I think it would be a great policy. And I think it's going to be easy for somebody to pick up and, on a bipartisan level too. A few of the reps I talked to felt like this was something that they can get bipartisan sponsorship on. So I'm very excited about it. We'll see.
How many years do you have to put in before you can retire?
So you have to put in 30, but I will age out, which sounds so sad, but it's okay. It means I will turn 60 before my 30 years. So I will be able to retire in 6 years. I probably won't, but...
Are you going to hang around and make the 30?
I'll make the 30. Okay. Oh, I totally got it in me. Most teachers leave because of the kids. I stay because of the kids.
Oh, okay.
So I totally have it in me. I'm very lucky over at Oglethorpe. I was so worried. I was most worried about the kids because I was so spoiled with the kids here in Wilkes County, having such good kids, but it's the same. And maybe kids are like that everywhere, and I just see something in them other people don't. I don't know. but I have great kids in Oglethorpe too. So.
Okay. Well, yes, Ms. Micken, congratulations on all your much success. And we continue to wish you the best throughout your education career.
Thank you.
And I hope that you continue to impact every young person's life that you encounter.
Me too.
So that years from now, you'll have many other people on Facebook that have, or Instagram or whatever platform that's ever been in Miss Micken's class can say that you were their favorite teacher.
Well, I hope so. I sure hope so. That's what I aspire to do. So thank you very much.
Oh yeah, thank you for coming out, sitting down with me today.
Sure, I enjoyed it.